And to talk more about this, I'm now joined on the line by Kent High Street expert Martin Newman. So, Martin, we heard there that seaside communities are worried they won't survive the lockdown. How warranted do you think those fears are?
Well, I think lots of businesses in many parts of the UK right now are obviously very concerned about what's going on, and seaside towns are no different. I think obviously you need to be thinking outside of the box and doing what you can to continue your business. So, can you be delivering to consumers at home? Can you keep that relationship going whilst your physical environment is actually closed? But just doing everything you can to keep up communication with customers and try to maintain your business as much as possible.
And in terms of those coastal areas, they are going to be particularly hit just because of the fact that often a lot of their economy is based on seasonal work.
Sure. Yeah, they will be, but I mean, I think there's hope for them if they can make it through the next month or two. I have a very strong indication that international travel is not going to be on many people's agenda this year. Even when we're out of lockdown, most European countries are not going to be welcoming of international tourists. So those of us who want a break in the UK this year are going to be staycationing, and hopefully that's going to be a boost for Kent's seaside towns.
So you see them really kind of bouncing back afterwards.
I hope so, and I do think that most consumers are going to want to stay local and also shop local. So I think they'll benefit from a bit of a bounce back from staycationing and also from local consumers who will want to give them their business basically and support the local businesses within their environment. So yes, hopefully.
And moving on to other parts of the retail sector, we're hearing today that Primark hasn't made any profit since the lockdown. How worrying is it that a company which has been making upwards of £60 million a month to be so severely hit?
Well, Primark are in that unique in a fairly unique position in the sense that they're one of the very, very few retailers. I don't even know if I can think of anyone else, certainly not of any size, excuse me, that doesn't already sell online. And they've made that decision because of the low price points and the low average order values that they've struggled to work out how to do online profitably. But they must be kicking themselves at the moment because obviously, with the stores shuttered, online would have been a lifeline and enabled them to continue their business. So I would have thought that that's something they're going to have to think very seriously about.
And in terms of other businesses, are you seeing in the future more switch to online potentially happening as a business model?
Uh, Look, e-commerce prior to the coronavirus was roughly 20% of total retail in the UK. So 20% of all retail sales were going online. At the moment, that's obviously going to be somewhere between 50 and 100% because nothing's happening in the high street. I do think that e-commerce will grow in terms of its overall market share of total retail sales, but I think the spike will soften. So I think we're going to probably level off at something like 25 or 30% of total sales coming through retail, coming through e-commerce rather, in the next couple of years. And that means it's a significant uptick in opportunity for brands to be doing their business online. And whether you're a national retailer or whether you're a small independent, digital's got to be at the very heart of your strategy for sure.
Well, Martin Newman, it's great to get your thoughts on that. Thank you very much for joining us.
My pleasure. Thank you.